Hello and namaste, my friend. I hope you're doing well because I am. And today I'm going to be doing some keyboard sounds. With this bad boy right here. So just sit back, relax, relax, and enjoy. Alright? So, as you can tell, this is or I should say, the Wooting 60. It's a 60% keyboard. I have done a show and tell ASMR video on my other keyboard, which was also a 60% keyboard. I prefer smaller keyboards because I tend to place them vertically whenever I'm playing something. Even though it's not that necessary, because usually you wanna try and have a good posture. So that's why I like to rather keep the keyboard vertically than horizontally, but with this small of a keyboard, it doesn't really matter. I'm just used to that. I have not done anything to this keyboard. I might in future, but I'm not too sure. I know one of my friends, he modded his. He lubed up all the switches, and it sounds very nice. So I might ask him to help me out. What I did do though is I put in the spacebar upside down. I did that with my other keyboard as well. Because I saw somebody do it in their PC setup picture, and I tried it out and I ended up liking it. But you definitely have to get used to it. And now that I'm toying around with my keyboard so much, I realized that I should clean it. However, I don't have any Q-tips at the moment, so that's going to be difficult because what I usually do is I take out all the keycaps, put them in warm soap water, and then I clean the board with Q-tips and a pair of tweezers, because usually there's a lot of hairs, or all kinds of dirt in there. And then you'll lay down a towel and put all of your keycaps in there and give it a good old dry. And then you'll just have to put them on again. You can tell in comparison to some of the other high-end keyboards. The sound isn't really that nice, but I don't really mind the sound too much. But I've been using it for around 5 months now, and it took some getting used to in the beginning, but now that I'm used to the switches, because the switches in this keyboard activate very quickly, so it's easy to accidentally press keys. And also they deactivate very quickly, so it is very sensitive. But after I got used to it, it's definitely fun. will say that it is an advantage. For example, online in online environments. But I think even though it seems like an advantage on paper, I don't think humans are at that kind of level yet where this kind of advantage really plays a big deal. I think there's definitely other way bigger aspects that play major roles in comparison to, how fast, it's not really how fast, but how much faster your input can be. But obviously, in gaming industry, they always like to brag about stuff and always want to have like things that they display as shiny so that the consumers buy it because they think it's relevant to their performance or experience, which is usually not the case, and it's just marketing. I definitely want to get a custom keyboard sometime, just because I enjoy keyboards, but also typing and just really the overall experience you get. But there's some keyboards that are just expensive for little reason. I mean, there's probably a good reason, but at the end of the day, you have to contemplate whether or not you're ready to spend that amount of money. And if you are willing to spend that amount of money, that's awesome. And it's always funny to see how people react to something that they're not that familiar with. Like, most people wouldn't even know that there's a whole market for custom manufactured keyboards that sell like crazy. But it's like that in a lot of different areas, obviously. But it's always fun and exciting to find out about some topic that you didn't even know existed, but there's like such a die-hard community behind it. Which obviously, through the help of the internet, helped out tons of communities to spread and connect with each other. One piece of advice that I can give you is, if you want to have arrow keys on your keyboard, but you also want it to be similar in size, there are 65% keyboards, and what they have is basically the arrow keys somewhere over here, and then they'll have one more column of like page and delete keys on the right, so it's still compact, but you have your arrow keys. Because right now what I have to do is I have to press this button, and then once I have it pressed down, these 4 keys turn into my arrow keys. And the nice thing about mechanical keyboards is that like multiple decade lifetime, because the switch that triggers the activation, since it's mechanical and not membrane, its lifespan is like ridiculously longer than if it was a regular switch. So I'm hoping that this will last me a good while. I was using my old keyboard for around 4 years, and it still works like the day I got it. But anyway, I hope you could enjoy the video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did. But other than that, I hope you take it easy. I hope you take care. And I'll see you in the next one, alright? Love you. Bye bye.